welcome to Sunday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where we're going to be taking another look at a Zeta Math puzzle today. Zeta Math has just been producing a string of 100% rated puzzles on Logic Masters Germany, and this isn't even the most recent one. This one's called Modern Romance, and I love the rule set to this. It is absolutely gorgeous. It involves digits that are dating, and I will tell you more about those digits in a second or two. My first job today is to wish a very happy birthday to Paul Tarjan, and that's from your wife Michelle, Paul. So I hope you've had a brilliant day today, and of course plenty of chocolate cake, for is there another kind that is acceptable? I really don't think so. Next thing to mention is really to say congratulations of a different kind to all those of you who have managed to solve our Patreon reward already. It only came out yesterday at 4 p.m. This is the May reward, and we have had hundreds of correct entries. Now, just to bear in mind, there are two versions on Patreon at the moment of our reward. There is a hard version and easy is probably not the right word, but a more approachable version. So take your choice and have a go at one or the other, but we have had lots and lots of entries, and the comments seem to be saying that the puzzles are nice, so hopefully you will enjoy them. Now, next, I want to give a shout out for a video I mentioned in yesterday's video, but it seems to be popular. It is a Wordle video that I made very, very late at night, a couple of evenings ago, where I attempt to do speed Wordle. So I give myself 3 minutes on this thing called speedordle.com to solve as many Wordles as I can. I won't tell you how it went, but people do seem to be enjoying the video, so have a look at that. I'll try and remember to put a card on the screen if you haven't checked it out already. And with that, let us get on with Modern Romance. This is positively the match.com of the Sudoku world from Zeta Math. Here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. The digits are dating. They have formed 3 couples and 1 throuple. I hope that's how you say throuple. It's not a word I'm familiar with. A throuple apparently is a couple, but with 3 people. So a polygamous set of digits or something. A non-binary set of digits. I'm probably using all of these terms inappropriately, so please don't get cross with me. The makeups of these relationships are to be discovered. A heart between 2 cells indicates that the digits in these cells are in a relationship. Okay. All hearts are given. Whoa. That should immediately make us say whoa, because that is saying that if we do discover, let's say 1 and 2 are in a relationship here, that would mean they could not be a domino. This could not be a 2 and a 1, I think is what that means, or a 1 and a 2, because there's no heart between these 2 cells. So I think the negative constraint is in play, and that always makes puzzles, in my opinion, more complicated. Clues outside the grid give the sum of the digits between the outermost members of the throuple in that row or column. So, thankfully there's an example. If 1, 2 and 3 are the digits in the throuple, and the last row is, let's put this in, 4, 6, 1, 9, 3, 5, 2, 8, 2, 8, 7. Okay, then the clue would be 17. Right, so we're saying that the throuple digits would be the 1, the 2 and the 3, which are those cells. I see, so it's saying that take the outermost members of the throuple, which would be these 2, add up the inner bits of the throuple, and we do get 17. So that's why, if this was the arrangement and the 1, 2, 3 were the throuple, that's why the clue should be 17. That sort of does make sense. I understand. Do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. And now I get to play. Let's get cracking and see if we can find ourselves a true romance or a modern romance or something. So, right, I mean, I really am not sure where to start. It looks like this box might be where to start. And the only reason I say that is that these hearts are so So they're arranged in a sort of syzygy of hearts, aren't they? It looks deliberate that this box is like this. I can tell you actually one thing about these hearts, and that is that one of them is part of the throuple. And that's because if none of these were throuple, the throuple would be there and it should have hearts between it. And there are no hearts, so one of these is a throuple. I don't know what that means. One of these is a throuple. We've got a 9 here. Oh, so if that was the throuple, then the other throuple digit couldn't be sort of too far away, because 9 could be a 3-cell sum. We can make 3 different digits add up to 9, but you can't make 4 different digits add up to 9. You will always reach at least 10, because the triangular number for 4, i.e. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, is 10. Right, I understand. Right, I've got another tiny deduction. We will eke our way through with tiny deductions. So, one of these is a throuple, which means that one of the dominant, how am I going to put this? One of the couples that are dating is not in one of these dominoes, because the digits 1 to 9 have basically been split up into 3 pairs and 1 triple. That's really what we're saying. We're disguising it up in the manner of dating, and that is very good, a very good thing to do. But if we actually think about the nature of the relationships, we've got 3 pairs and 1 triple to identify. And because we know that one of these has to be 2 of the 3 digits in the triple, that means these 3 digits are 1 digit from that triple and 2 dating digits. Now, if the 2 dating digits, if this was one of those dating digits, it would have to be next to its partner in one of those 2 positions, and there would have to be a heart, and there isn't. So this cell, I'm going to allege, is a throuple digit, and that means that this is not a throuple, because if it was a throuple, there would be a heart between those 2 cells. So this is something else, and we will make that colour blue. Is that the correct colour to make it? I don't know. Right, so red is throuple. So one of these dominoes is a double throuple, is a throuple, and connects with this to make the, well, one of these is, yeah, you know what I mean, part of the throuple, the threesome. The ménage à trois. Stop it, Simon. Right, okay, so this one is now not, it's not part of the throuple, because there should be a heart here if there was, and it's not blue. So it's either some other colour or some other colour again. Right, so perhaps that is what I should do. I should actually arbitrarily give some colours here. Let's do that. So those 2 we know are in a relationship. So let's make those purple. One of these is throuple. No, actually I don't want to do that, do I? No, I don't think I can. I don't think I want to allocate these 2, the dominoes, because one of them is red, but I don't know which one. Or maybe I'll make them red and yellow. So one of these dominoes is a yellow, and one of these is a throuple. Now, but this I think is important for this domino, because this digit can't be red. It would need a heart. It can't be blue, because there's no more blues left in this row. And it also can't be purple, because that would be purple, and then that would have a relationship. So this is yellow. There we go, there is a tiny deduction, and that's beautiful. So now this is throuple, because it can't be yellow, there'd be 3 yellows in the row, and the only thing that can have a threesome in this puzzle is red. So now we have got, so now this is not red anymore, because that would put 4, I mean this would be outrageous. It would be 4 members of our threesome. So this is not red, it's not yellow, because that would be 3 yellows in the row. It's not purple, so is this blue? Is that what we're meant to detect from that? I think it is. That must be blue. So now this is not blue, it's not yellow, it could be red. Oh, and it can be purple. Oh, how irritating. Is that really true? Actually, it's not true. It's not true that this can be purple. And the reason this can't be purple is a bit more complicated, but it's to do with the challenge now of putting 3 throuple digits in here. Oh no, that's fine. I could do them there and there. Oh, sorry. No, my logic had abandoned me. Oh, brain, wherefore art thou? That is awful. Okay, no, sorry, I can't do anything clever there. Maybe that one then. Yeah, this one's better. Let's look at this one. So this one can't be blue, because that would put double blue, triple blue in box 2. That won't work. It can't be yellow. We've already had our 2 yellows. And it can't be purple, because there should be a purple connection here, a purple heart indeed. This puzzle is replete with euphemisms and all sorts of things, isn't it? So this has to be throuple, and if it's throuple, that's throuple. And now neither of those can be throuple. Oh no, here, I see. So where is the 3rd throuple digit in here? It's not there. That would require a heart. It's not there, or there'd be 4 throuple digits, a concept so ludicrous it's akin to a debigulator. So this is a red, a throuple. Now, so that is purple now, because it can't be blue or yellow, and and that's blue. I see. Right, so there we go. We have done box 2, we have coloured it in. I've not really thought at all about these clues outside the grid yet, but I'm having a lot of fun doing throuples, so I'm going to carry on doing that. And although this box looks a little bit empty, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, but we can use the negative. Oh, no, I'm being silly. Oh, no, I can use the negative constraint here on row 2. I've got 2 reds and a yellow to put in. But if the red's connected, if I made this red, it would connect to a red in one of those 2 and would need a heart. So the reds must be there. So these are 2 throuple digits. Yeah, this is really clever. Right, so now look at row 3, where I still have to put 1 throuple digit in. It can't go there and it can't go there. Otherwise it would connect, so it must go here. So now these 2 squares include a blue, which can't go there because there's no heart. So the blue lives here, the purple lives here. This needs to be a yellow to complete the row. And these 2 digits are a yellow, which can't go above it. This is ridiculously clever, Zeta Math. Good grief. There we go. I've now done box 1, really just using the negative constraint. And now we're presumably going to have to use these dominoes, I would think. He says, without a great deal of confidence, but... Or maybe that domino. What's this domino? That domino can't be yellow and can't be blue. Maybe it could be throuple. If it's throuple, then I'd have to put another... Then that would have to be throuple, because I couldn't put another throuple digit orthogonally connected with this, or there'd have to be a heart, and there are no hearts. So that would be very cool. Now, if this wasn't yellow or blue, it would have to be purple. So purple would live down here in some sort of ignominy. No! No! Right, that doesn't work. Right, here we go. Purple. Purple is not here. So we've concluded fairly straightforwardly. This is not yellow. This is not yellow or blue, because that would put too many yellows and blues in column 8. Now, we said it could perhaps be throuple, and I think it is throuple. For if it was purple, how are we going to fill these digits in? Why is my phone buzzing at me? Hang on a sec. Oh dear. Okay, I'm being called upon to watch Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. And I'm not really finished with this puzzle yet, but I'm going to carry on. So, yeah, so purple down here, where can it go? Well, it can't be here, because that's going to put a third purple in column 8. And this domino can't be both purple, or there should be a heart. So this cannot be purple. So this must be throuple. And now I'm going back to my question before, which is where is the third throuple in this box? It can't be there because that would create a domino of throuple. A domino of throuple indeed. So this is the only place for the last throuple in box 6. Now this has to be yellow or blue. There's probably some way we can detect what that's meant to be. Oh, I tell you what, no, that's not what we're meant to do. Simon, use your brain. You're meant to do some stuff with the purples, because where does purple go in box 6? Well, it can't live in this domino, before that would need a heart, so that's a purple heart. Oh, but now this could be purple. So one of these is purple, but I don't know which one, I don't think. Okay, so how do we do this? So this one is yellow or blue. I can see that because it can't be purple here and it can't be red here. So that's yellow or blue. I might do that with that just to try and record that logical thought. This one I think could be purple though. Ooh, okay, there's a small thought about row 7. There, I've got this similar thing. I've got 3 complete hearts in row 7. So is it possible that none of these hearts is a throuple? No, because then these 3 would have to be throuple, and there should be a heart here. So one of these is throuple, and it's not this one, for that sees all throuple digits. So throuple is either here or here. Oh. Okay then. Have I been a bit dense here? I think I might have been. I have been. I'm so sorry. Right. Let me undensify myself. Right. These 2 digits. This is a bit weird because it's colouring, but these 2 digits are 2 of the 3 throuple digits. Now their counterparts in box 6 are in those cells. So I should be asking the question, where are these 2 digits in column 7? Well, they can't be there, so they must be in those 2, because this isn't capable of being throuple, which means that's throuple. So all this stuff we were just doing in row 7 was a complete red herring. I've now throupled fully column 6. I've got, oh I see, this one, whatever that is the same as that digit now. Oh, that might be important actually. No, okay, sorry. Now I think I'm being slow again. Oh dear, come on. Work out what's going on, Simon. Bother. Right, let's think about something different. Why can't I immediately see what I'm meant to do next? This one sees 3 different colours. So, it can't be yellow, it can't be blue, it could be throuple, I think. But it could also be purple, I think. Maybe we have got to do some numbers soon. This one could be yellow, clearly. Can't be purple, can't be blue. Can be throuple again. This one can be yellow, can't be blue, can't be purple. Could be throuple, I think. So this is yellow or throuple. So each of these seems to have a couple of options. But that's no use to me, is it? No, Simon, it's not. Okay. Now this column has all its yellows and all its throuples. So these digits are purples and blues. But we're going to have to alternate them because there's no hearts. So we're We're going to have to think about that at some stage. This one is not throuple. Oh, see, this is almost... Oh! No, almost. This one is almost interesting, actually. Because it can't be throuple. That would create 4 thruples in row 7. It can't be blue, because that can't be blue. But it could be purple, I think, or yellow. So this is purple or yellow. I might just record that just in case that triggers something in my brain. Now, have we got some way of determining what this has to be? This one? Is this somehow restricted? I mean, that's not throuple. That's all I can... Oh, it's not purple, actually. So this one is yellow or blue. Rather worryingly, I think I'm getting to the point where I've almost looked at all these clues. It might be that what we have to do is to look at all these again, but think about numbers as well. This one hasn't got a numbers clue. This has got a numbers clue. Its colouring options are not purple, not blue. So this is yellow or throuple. Ah! Oh, good. Yeah, okay, this is what I should have done. Look, that can't be throuple for the reasons that those 2 squares can't possibly add up to 20. That's really clever. It totally hoodwinks you. So because if this was throuple, the 2 outermost thruples in the columns would be those 2 cells. These 2 would have to add up to 20. Well, that's impossible. So this is not throuple. It's therefore yellow. And if that's yellow, this has become purple now. And that might be important. This one had the ability to be yellow a moment ago, didn't it? This is not blue, and it's not yellow, so it's either purple. Oh no, it's purple or throuple. Ah! Purple or throuple there. I think both are possible. But, yeah, aha, right. This one. What is this one? This one is now throuple, I think, because it can't be yellow, it can't be blue, and it can't be purple. So that's throuple. And if that's throuple, that can't be throuple before there are already a plentiful amount of thruples in row 4. So this is purple. Oh, although have I now broken the puzzle? Because now I've got to put loads of thruples in. Oh, right. No, this is okay, I think. Where do we put our 3 thruples in box 4? They can't go here because there's already 3 thruples in row 4. So we've got to put 3 into that little triangle, that pyramid. And they mustn't touch each other orthogonally because there are no hearts. So I think they have to go there, leaving us with double blue into these cells. And these blues are unfortunately being kept apart, even though they're dating, which seems a bit harsh. Now, what have we got going on here? We've got our ménage à trois spread out over these cells. We've got to put 2 blues in here. We've got... Oh, okay, we've got 2 purples in row 4. So I've got to put in a yellow and a blue. So whatever this is obviously the opposite of this. That's a yellow or a blue, and this is a yellow or a blue. I don't like putting that one in. That feels unnecessarily complicated. These are the same. Purple can't go here. Aha, right. This is lovely. Where does purple go in box 5? It can't go here. And if we were to put purple here, one of those would be a purple, and that would give us a problem. So I think there is a double purple into these, which means, oh, we already knew that wasn't purple. So this is yellow or blue. Maybe that's worth recording. This is the alternate. And now I've got to put a throuple down here. but that doesn't seem to be restricted. I've got to put, oh yeah, look at this. I've got to put 2 yellows in this column, and they can't go there because they would be together in a very naughty way, and there'll be no heart between them. So that's got to be yellow, which means now these 2 squares are a yellow and a red. So i.e. a yellow and a throuple. Now this being yellow, this is it. So this now can't be yellow or we'd have a heart. So this is double blue, which means this is now yellow, which means this is now blue, which means this is now yellow, which means this is now blue, which means this is now blue, which means this is now probably blue, because it can't be purple, can't be yellow, and it can't be throuple. That's blue. So these are a purple and a blue. Oh, and blue is complete in this row. So that's purple, that's blue. This is not, oh, is this yellow now? It can't be purple, it can't be red, and it can't be blue. We've got the 2 blues, so that's yellow, which means these 2 squares are throuple and blue, and we can do the order. There's no hearts here. So the negative constraint in this puzzle is incredibly important. Now these squares have got to include 2 purples, which can't be together because there's no hearts, so that's got to be a throuple. And, oh, we haven't done our throuples in this column. Right, what have we got down here? We need, oh, we don't need throuple actually, we need purple and blue. Right, so that's purple, that's blue, for the absence of heart here. So now this column needs... it needs 1 throuple and 1 yellow. Oh, so we've got a sort of funny deadly pattern here. We've got a 2 by 2 where we can't, because there's no hearts, we're going to have them offset. So this is either going to be yellow red or red yellow. I quite like that. That's very amusing. This is sort of a partner swapping arrangement going on down here. Now these cells need to include blue. I can see that. What's the other digit? Blue and throuple, I think. Right, well that can't be blue because blue's already there. So that's throuple. This is blue, and that disambiguates this square. There's no heart, so that's got to be yellow, which means that's got to be yellow by the logic we just did, and these have got to be throuples. Now we've done all our throuples in the bottom row. We need a purple and a yellow, so that's the purple, that's the yellow. We need 1 more yellow in this box, and we need 1 more throuple. There we go, finished. Now I know I haven't finished, but I had a lot of fun doing the colouring. It has taken me half an hour to do the colouring as well. Right, so what do we now know about the world? Now we have got to use the clues, presumably, outside the grid to somehow disambiguate all this. So effectively we've got loads of sandwiches now, haven't we? We've got oh yeah, look, we know the sort of lengths of the sandwiches. This 9 is referring to the 2 outermost throuple clues, which are those 3. The 17 is referring to those 4. Right, so we need to somehow notify this or notarize it. Let's use the pen tool. Those 3 cells, I think, are being summed in this row. In the 20, we are summing these 5. In the 18, those ones. In the 17, these ones. In the 33, almost okay, I know something about column 9 that I'll tell you in a second. In the 14, these 3, I think, and in the 21, those 4. So these are all representations of the sums. Let's have a look at column 9 though, because there is a thing called the secret, which is something I only tell my favourite people. But if you're still watching this after half an hour, you're definitely in amongst that crew. Now, the secret is that any complete correct column of a sudoku, or indeed row, or indeed box, will contain all of the digits from 1 to 9 once each. And the digits 1 to 9 once each add up to 45. So this column sums to 45. But we know that the line cells sum to 33, which means those cells sum up to 12, which means they're either 5, 7, they're 4, 8, or they're 3, 9. So these are a bit restricted. And then, oh no, I suppose I don't know, do I? Problem is, whatever that digit is could be here. If that digit was here, then we would have 12 here and 21 on the line, so that would be 33, and these would add up to 12. Okay, now again, this digit has to appear in row 1 somewhere, and if it was in the 9 sum, it couldn't be a big digit. It couldn't be a 7, 8 or 9 because there's a 3 cell sum there adding up to 9. So this only has 3 options. It's either 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 6 or 1, 3, 5. So if this digit was in the sum, if it's not in the sum, if this digit was here, these would add up to 12. These would add up to 9. That's 21. And these would add up to 24. Okay, that doesn't seem to be revelatory, does it? So what am I meant to be spotting here? 14? Again, the red, okay, it's the throuple digits, isn't it? The throuple digits we need to allocate the throuple digits so that I can see what these sums are. Now, can we actually do this? I'm wondering if I can colour the throuple digits. That's what I'm thinking about. I know they're already coloured, but I'm going to colour them again using the power of grey. I do have 3 different dark. Yeah, okay. So let's try and colour the thruples in grey. So we'll make this one black. We'll make this one light grey, and we'll make this one dark grey. Now, is it possible to take this further? Or is this a fool's errand? No, that one, this one here, must go there in box 5. Oh. Rats. Oh, no, okay. Yeah, no, I can see one thing as a result of this. I'm just trying to see if there must be something easier than what I'm about to say, but I'm not actually seeing what it is. Oh, there is. I've spotted something else now. Right, but okay, I'll come back to the first thing I spotted, which is that this cell sees light grey and sort of slightly darker grey. So this cell needs to be the blackened version of the red digit, the throuple digit. And that means that this cell is the medium grey. This cell has become the dark grey. So this row is done now. Now, can I improve on these two? Not immediately seeing how. I spotted something else though, which is that, well, actually that digit's now clearly grey. And therefore, because it sees, obviously it sees that one and that one. And now that digit's got to be the light one, which means that digit's the medium one, which means that this digit is the dark one, which means this, oh no, I don't know. Oh, bobbins, right, hang on, this has not gone quite as swimmingly as I hoped. Right, that digit's got to be the medium one, it's the same as that one by sudoku. This digit now sees light and medium, so that's dark, which means this is now medium, which means this is dark. This is now light because it sees dark and medium. This is now medium, so this is light, so this is dark, so this is medium. This is light. We've got the other two in here already. Okay, and we've got a horrible deadly pattern of Yeah, there we go. Perhaps the most descriptive thing I've ever said on the channel. No, we have that because look, these ones are some allocation of medium, dark and light red. But in each case, we've got a different one in these. So we're not going to be able to resolve these. We're going to need the help of the clues. But has this helped us to learn about the nature of the clues now? Because we know these two add up to 12. So we know those two add up to 12. They're the same darkness of grey. That's not helpful, actually. These two add up to 12. Yeah, here we go. These two add up to 12, which means 12 plus 21 is 30. Oh, so these do add up to 12. Because this string of digits adds up to 33, and we know the row adds to 45, those add up to 12. But that's not very useful, actually. Oh, same thing there. Those two add up to 12, and that's with an 18. So these add up to 15, which is as equally useless as this, I think. This one, oh, and these ones we don't know. Oh dear, dear, dear. Oh, no. Right, have I looked at that one adding up to 12? No, I don't think I have. That one adds up to 12 as well. That's a medium grey and a dark grey. So we've got 12 plus 9 is 21. Oh yes, so 24 here. 24. Ooh, now, I wonder. So what I'm noticing now is if you look at this string of digits here, you've got double blue purple in these squares, but you've also got double blue purple here. But what you don't know is whether those purples are the same purple. I know they look the same, but they might not be. But if they were the same, then I know that those are 15. I know those are 15, and then I could do maths on this row. So is that what we have to do? This might be a full colouring exercise. We might have to now go through each individual couple and try and allocate stuff to those. Now, I don't really have a great love of using more colouring here, I have to say. What else have I got available? I thought I had letters, but I can't now see them. How do I get letters? Sven, the magnificent programmer we work with, puts all sorts of things into the software. Let me just check here. Ah, no, I do have letters if I turn it on. Enable letter tool is off. I think if I turn that on, what's this saying? Shift for letters. Let's see if that works. So if I put, let's just look at this one. If I put an A in here, and oh no, that didn't work. I don't know what I've done wrong, sorry. I thought I was going to be able to just type in letters here, but what seems to happen is not that. What did I do wrong there? Have I turned this on? Hold Alt for letters, Alt for hotkeys, toggle for letters. I don't know what I've done wrong. This is most peculiar. I'm going to try this again. Oh, now it's worked, but what's going on here? Ah, well, I don't know why. Okay, but this says, well, if I press Alt and A, I get a little a. If I press Shift and A, oh, look, yeah, I can see I've got this 9A thing that's just popped up. It's really clever, this. It really is. This software is amazing. If you've not bought Sudoku Pad, it is really worth investing in. It's an incredible piece of software. You can put your own puzzles into it and play it in the software, and you can also do things like this. So I think it was Alt I want to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to label up my purples and see whether I can take that forward. Now what I'm hoping to prove is that this is a B. If that is a B, we are in business. B for business. Now that's a B now, so that's an A, and that's a B, and that's an A. Oops, bobbins. That's a B, so that's an A, so that's an A, that's a B, that's a B, that's an A. This one is an A, that one is a B, and this one is an A, and that one is a B. I've done it. Right, this is beautiful. Right, so now come back and look at column 4 again, where we have a string here that adds to 18, and we've got those two squares which from column 9 we know add up to 12. So that's 30 in those 6 cells, which means from the secret, the top 3 cells add up to 15. But now we know that those top 3 cells are double blue and a B, which means these 3 squares also add up to 15. And now we can do maths on this row where we've got 15 here, plus 12 there, so that's 27, plus 9 is 36. I put 9 in the corner, and 9, oh, hang on, how do I put 9 in? Oh, I switch back there. 9 is one of the yellow digits, so 9 goes in here by sudoku. 9 goes here, 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 come on. Oh no, 2 dominoes of 9s that probably aren't resolvable. I've put 7 9s in, and now we must be able to do something good. We've got 9s interfering with all sorts of sums now. I've got a 9 in my 14 sum, so these 2 squares have to add up to 5, so they're either 1 4 or 2 3. I've got, yes, I have got a 9. Oh, I've got a 9 in my 21 sum, but that's not actually very helpful. So these 3 squares still add up to 12, don't they? And I wasn't really thinking there was going to be a 9 in them. 9 doesn't seem... Oh, so these 2 are probably not relevant for the 9s. We've got a 9 in this one, which is... Oh, what's going on in this one? I've got 18 in these cells. So these 3 add up to 9, so none of them individually can be greater than 6. No, okay, and this one I've got 9 in... Oh, yeah, okay, this is where we look. The 20 clue, I've got 4 more cells on this line. They've got to add up to 11 to make 20, and there's only one way of making 4 cells add up to 11 if you're using different digits. 1, 2, 3, and 5. Oh, this is beautiful. Good grief. Right, 1, 2, 3, 5 quadruple in this column takes 1, 2, and 3 as options out of this. So that's a 4, and this is a 1. And now, so yellow, I found the other yellow digit is a 1. So that's a 1. This is a 1. That's a 1. That's a 1. That's a 1. These are both 1 9 pairs in a somewhat intriguing, deadly looking pattern. 1 comes out of the other squares in the 11 clue. 4 is one of my... 4 is a throuple digit. Oh, but I don't know which one. All I know is it's not... Oh, no, this is... Oh, that is sublime. Right. Look, 4 is a throuple that's not the light colour, which means 4 is in one of those 2 squares which add up to 12. So these have to be, you've guessed it, 4 and 8. So now this is an 8. And we can... Oh no, we can't colour them. Well, no, I can't colour them, but I've got a 4 8 here. I've got a 4 8 here. I've got 4s and 8s all over the place now. So all I've got to do is figure out... Oh, in fact, look at this column. This square can't... Oh, this is it. I've done it. I've done it. Right, column 3 has 3 throuple digits in it, 2 of which are 4 and 8, and this one isn't able to be 4 or 8. So that must be the 8, which means this one is light. It's the one that's not in this pair. And now that one, which means this one is medium grey, which means it's not. So medium grey is not 8, which means dark grey is 8, which means that's light grey, and light grey is 4. And this one is the one that's that one, which is a 2, 3, or a 5. And this one is a 4, and this one is an 8. And this one is therefore 4, and this one is 8, and this one is 8, and this one is 4, and this one is 8, and this one is 4, and that one is 8, and that one is 4, and that's 8, and that's 4, and that's 4, and that's 8. That might be all of those 4s and 8s done, I'm not sure. Okay, that's got to be powerful though in terms of working out what's going on in this puzzle, surely. He says this column now has every digit apart from 6 and 7 used in it. So those two squares should be a 6 and a 7. And a 6 and 7 add to 13, so we can even check the maths on this column where we've got 12 in the throuple, or in the crusts, 20 in these, yes, so these do have to add up to 13, and they do, so that makes sense. So all the blues are 6s and 7s, and that's probably going to have affected some of these sums that we're looking at. He says, looking desperately to see which ones. What's the way to do this? We've got... What have we got in the 18 clue now? I've got this digit, which is a 2, 3, or a 5. So I've got 10 here. So these two squares have got to add up to 8. But this can't be 6 because 6 and 7 are in blue. So this must be a 3 or a 5, which means this must be a 3 or a 5, which means so that the final throuple digit is a 3 or a 5. Let's just put that in case that sheds some light on things. 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. So the A digit is a 3 or a 5 as well. Oh, I see. This is huge. This is huge because now I know my A purple is a 3 or a 5, which transposes here, and because I've got those two adding up to 8 to make this 18 sum work. That helps me to disambiguate where the 2 goes in my 20 clue, and it goes in the B cell of purple. So wherever B appears, it's a 2. Okay. So that's affected this sum, I can see. That's on a line, this 2, which now has 11 on it. So these add up to 10, and they've got to be 7 and 3. So now I know the last throuple digit. It's a 3. So thruples are 3'd. It's just a brilliant puzzle, Zeta Math. It's just first class. Now, if that's a 3, that means the A digit has become a 5, so we can fill all those in. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So, and this was 7, wasn't it? So is that going to do everything? We've got 7s and 6s going in. Yeah, maybe 7, 6, 7, 6, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6. Yes, 7, 6, 7, 7, 6. Oh, I've still got these deadly patterns. The 17 needs to do some... Yes, 17 does it. Look, it's on the line. It's on the line here. So we've got to have... Where are we summing? We're summing up these digits, which at the moment are 16. We need 1. So this is a 1, this is a 1, this is a 9, this is an... Oh, and it tells me I've done it. Absolutely brilliant. That is such a clever puzzle. A well, I'm in a modern romance with that puzzle, frankly, Zetamath. That was a joy from start to finish. I hope you had a go at it. It's very amusing to solve, actually, and full of gorgeous stuff. I love the beginning. I love the fact that you could sort of allocate the thruples according to trying to keep them apart and using the negative constraint. And then it's really, actually, the intricacy of the logic that's involved with disambiguating the digits thereafter is really cute. You have to get that these add up to 12. And then then the colouring was important, because we had to understand that these digits added up to 15. And then we had to colour more to understand those two were the same. And I think without that, well, there may be other ways through it, but without that I would have been stumped. So, fabulous, absolutely fabulous. As I say, Zetamath, take yet another bow, my friend, and we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Crypt.